Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. This is Silmar Electronic International bringing you today a webinar with our partners from Nedap. Today, we will be talking about optimizing long-distance access control with Nedap. And to guide us in this presentation is today with us Carlos Gonzalez. Hi, Carlos. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Awesome. So we're gonna start this presentation now, and it will drive us 40 minutes more or less, and then we can open Q&A section. Okay? This session is being recorded, and we will share it later this afternoon in an email. Thank you so much for coming today. And if you have any questions, I will be here hosting, and you can send me a text on the chat panel that you have on your right side, and I will try to answer anything you need from us. Either way, I'm going to leave here our email address that is latam@silmarelectronics.com if you want to request any other information. Thank you for coming today, and let's start the session. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you, Karen. Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Nedap solutions for vehicle and people identification. And second, there we go. Nedap is a company that was
Yeah, it's
created
working now.
90.
Perfect.
Okay. Um, as I was saying, Nedap is a company that was created 90 years ago. Over 30 years ago, we started working with RFID for vehicle identification. And most recently, we started working with other technologies for vehicle identification, as we're going to discuss. We've sold over 25,000 readers that are still working around the world. These readers, most of them have more than 10 years, have been working for more than 10 years now, which is something that not everyone can say about their equipment. Our headquarters and factory are based in the Netherlands. That basically means that all the design and manufacturing of the product is made in the Netherlands in Europe. For Latin America and the Caribbean, we have a team of people that can service your needs. We have Leticia, who is in charge of operations and marketing, Martin, who is in charge of sales and all commercial issues, and myself. I'm in charge for engineering, pre-sales, technical support, integration, and applications for our products. Uh, we have basically four families of products that are part of our ecosystem, as we call it. Our products are not are unique to their application, but are complementary with the other product lines. So you can use um, not only one but several of them on the same application to complement the way you can give your customers a solution. We're going to start with we will start with the transit family, which are 2.45 gigahertz equipment, active technology for the tags to identify vehicles. This technology is best for heavy vehicles, trucks, um, uh, armored cars, and in general vehicles that are used for service applications such as factories, mines, ports, and government applications also. It's a very secure technology. We have Lumo, which is our license plate reader. This unit is used for identifying vehicles only by their license plate. No need to add tags. We'll explain a little bit more in detail later on. Then we have our UHF UPass family of readers. These are the most popular readers we sell. These are passive technology 900 megahertz units that can also be used to identify vehicles and people in your access needs. Last but not least, we have MBite, which is a multi-technology reader that can basically read any proximity card that you can possibly think, with some weird exceptions also, of course. But it also has NFC and Bluetooth module to read basic virtual cards or virtual identifications. And it also has a built-in optical reader that can be used for QR codes or barcodes. We'll start with the details on our transit product line. As I said, these readers use microwave technology. It can read a vehicle up to 15 meters and 200 kilometers an hour. We have basically one model for two models of readers actually in this family. We have the one that's on screen, which is the standard Transit Ultimate Reader that that is the basic reader, and we have another explosion-proof reader with ATEX certification for industrial or harsh environments that can also be that you can also have access to if you need one. As far as tags, we have three types of tags for this family of readers. We have the window button, which is a tag that is just placed on the windshield of the car, and it will send a signal. We have the heavy duty tag, which is used for very large vehicles or vehicles that need an external device so they can be identified. And we have our most popular tag, which is the booster. This is a tag that has a double function. It will send the ID of the tag to the reader, and it has a slot that can also send the identification of a card that is inserted into that slot. That means that you can actually have the ID of the vehicle and of the driver in one single read. We have boosters that can read regular prox cards, 125 megahertz. We have tags that can read the smart cards. And we just released a new type of tag a new type of booster that can actually read and transmit the information of HID, SEOS, cards, and virtual IDs. Okay. We have several success stories with this family of readers. We have, for example, mine in Chile that is using our readers to identify all the heavy vehicles that go into the mine for loading and unloading material, and their drivers. We use boosters here so they know which truck is going into the mine and who's driving it. And on the way out, they know who loaded material and who took that material out of each area of the mine. We also have these readers installed in toll plazas to identify vehicles, amongst other applications. We have then our Lumo family of readers. This is a unit that is self-contained license plate reader. It can be used in three ways. It can be used to as a standalone access system. Uh, the Lumo has an integrated web server that has all the software needed to load the information from the license plates, configure the reader as far as light conditions and identification of the vehicles. And it also has relays included in it. So you can literally put the reader, program it, and have it activate a gate or a vehicle barrier that you may have in an access system. It can also be integrated into an access solution, regular access solution via WIGAND or OSDP protocols. And it can also be used as a data gathering device for applications where you need the information sent to a system that is not exactly access control or security. Okay. The reader doesn't need to, you don't need, with this reader, you don't need to pay any additional software or licensing uh, to operate or to read the license plates of the vehicles. One thing that I need to clear here is that Lumo is not a CCTV camera. It has a camera. It uses it to take the picture of the license plates, but it's not a camera that you can connect to a BMS or a network video recorder to get the video out of it. It doesn't work like that. It's not for that application. It's access. It's an access reader. Okay. The reader can be mounted from about 1 meter. That would be the height of the standard vehicle license plate location, up to 4 meters. So you have options on how to mount the reader, and it will not affect the way it identifies the license plates. We have this reader in several locations. One of the reasons to use Lumo is um, for applications where your customers don't want to have a tag or a sticker attached to the vehicle. Okay, that's that has been used for factories or industrial parks, logistics parks, where uh, they didn't want to have uh, all the trucks with a tag because the trucks may come one day and never come back again at all, or they come to load the product uh, 2 times a year or something like that. So they didn't want to invest in tags. The solution was to use Lumo just to get the license plates from the cars and from the trucks that enter these sites. Okay. We have other applications also where Lumo is being used to verify the identity of a vehicle or a truck. Let's say you have an application where you have tags attached, either active or passive tags attached to the vehicle, and you identify the vehicle with that tag. But then you verify that the tag is the actual vehicle or truck by reading its license plate. So you can have a double check system with our products. Okay. Here's an example of a video of Lumo working. It detects the license plate, and in this case, the gate is taking longer to open than it took the reader to get the license plate of the car. This is for a food company in Chile that wanted to have all the cars and trucks from their suppliers, customers, and staff uh, identified and given access when needed. Then we have UPass, our 900 megahertz UHF technology readers. We have two readers in this family. Um, we have the UPass Target, which gives you a read range of 15 meters at 100 kilometers an hour. And we have our UPass Reach reader that can give you 7 meters of range and 60 kilometers an hour detection. Both of these readers can work with any of our tags. You can actually have this reader work with any UHF tag that you may find on the market. The difference with the readers is that you can actually filter out the tags so that you read only one type of tag at a time. This is especially useful in some applications where you have uh, multiple stickers or tags attached to a vehicle for different applications. For example, in some countries now you have the manufacturer ID tag, you have the countries or municipalities uh, vehicle registration tag, you have the access tag for your office, for your residence, and maybe for a toll booth system. So you end up with a ton of tags in the vehicle that can be read at the same time, because if they are in the car, the reader will read them. So the the function of our readers is that you can filter out those tags. Okay. Within this technology, we have 5 types of tags. We have the windshield tag, which is the most used for this type of applications, where you can just place it near in the windshield on the inside of the vehicle, usually on the side of the driver or on the side where the reader is mounted. We have an external sticker tag that is usually attached to the front lights of the vehicle. It has sometimes been, we have customers that have attached it to the rear view mirrors on the outside of the vehicle also. This is for cars or vehicles that where the windshield tag on the inside of the vehicle is not working properly, maybe because the actual windshield has some metal in the way it's built. Usually tinted windshields tend to have metal in them, so can be tricky. So this is why this tag exists. Then we have the HD tag, the heavy duty tag. This tag has the feature that it can actually be mounted on metal surfaces like the car bumper or the of the grill of the front grill of the car. So you can put it there and it will read correctly. We also have the hang tag. This is hanged on the internal rear view mirror in the car, and it has you have the option of putting it on and off as you use it. Okay, and we also have a card or a family of access cards. These are PVC cards that can be printed. These cards are actually UHF ID cards that can be read by our readers. It can be a UHF only card, or it can be a combi card, which has 2 technologies. For example, you can have proximity and UHF. So you can use the UHF part of the card to access the parking lot with your vehicle, and then you use the proximity part of the card when you access the building. So you have that that combination. Okay. We also have several of these readers installed all over Latin America and the Caribbean for applications with trucks, tolls, um, residential, and commercial access to parking lots and vehicle identification for non-access applications also. We also have these installed in ports where they have the IDs of the trucks and when they get into the port and they actually wait the trucks on the way in. They have them load their cargo and then wait them again on the way out and go through the access gate out of the port. All this process is both a security process in the access, but also the follow up of the trucks and the weight they take from the trucks is fed along with the IDs of the trucks into their operational system, so they know the time uh, what the truck loaded, when it loaded, how much it loaded, and all that information is loaded into the system along with the IDs of the vehicles. Again, we also have it in tolls for reading vehicles as they go through any highway or controlled road. We also have our last family of readers, the Invite. This is a reader used for people access control. It can also be used for, as the picture you see here. We've also used it for vehicle access when the customers don't want to use, again, tags with their vehicles. And the main feature or with most of our customers with this reader are the QR code module and the Bluetooth NFC modules so they can read virtual identifications. We also have customers that read all the types of proximity technologies like MIFARE, smart cards, regular proximity, and some old technologies. But our main customer base has been in the in customers where they want to, for example, get the visitor management system, and they nowadays is very common that you can send a QR code or a barcode to your visitors for a site, and then receive it on their phone, and then just show it to the reader, and they can gain access through these QR codes. Or we've had a lot of success with universities and schools where they are either using QR codes for visitors, um, parents of the students, or tutors, and for service suppliers, or even the students that forgot their ID card. They can give them a temporary QR code and have them access that day with it. But also, we've had customers in universities that have developed their own virtual card as part of their services to the students, and they use our readers to get those cards, to read those cards, and uh, give them access to it, so they don't have to pay extra for licensing of those cards or for the use of those cards, and they can create and eliminate those virtual IDs as they need. They can be temporary, they can be more permanent, depending on if it's an employee of the school or the university, a student, or a service supplier. Okay. We actually provide the information for, uh, it could be called a software development kit. So you can actually develop, if you have the capability, you can develop your own virtual card and uh, sell it to your customers if needed. We've also, as you can see in the video, have had success with this type of reader for corporate offices where they need to read multiple types of technologies, especially if you have a multi company site where you have multiple companies going in and out in a building or a campus, and you need to read all of the different IDs that everyone has, because one company may have a smart card, the other company might have some HID corporate uh, encoded cards. Other company may have visitor management with QR codes or even virtual cards. So you can give access to all those types of cards with a single reader. That means also that you don't need to have a new panel with six or four or two or three different types of readers. You don't need the extra wiring and installation costs for several readers and access panels and power supplies. Everything can be solved with one single reader. Before I go forward, I'll go back just a couple of slides. Sorry about this. Here. As of, let's say April, May, I would say in June, available in June or maybe in May, but let's say June, we will have a new service for the windshield stickers and the hang tag, uh, where you will be able to actually order these tags and create the artwork for them. That means that you can have customized tags for you, for your company, to offer your clients, or for a specific customer that wants to have their customized stickers or hang tags in their vehicles. So you can have the image of the logo of the company and different colors, and the information on of the tag, stuff like that, can be added into these designs, and it can be printed on the tags. So that can be also a very useful way to sell your solutions to your customers. Okay. All of our readers come from factory with uh, a way to connect to access control systems via OSDP or WIGAN protocols. So out of the box, all of our readers have that capability. You can connect it to an access system and work with it as you need. Also, all of our readers have a serial RS-485 data output that can be used to send information to non-security systems or data gathering systems that some customers have, and can be used for process control and follow up of vehicles and people around the facilities and stuff like that. That doesn't exactly involve security or access control. And our Lumo reader, our transit reader, and our target reader have the option of uh, working with TCP/IP connection. The Lumo and the target out of the box, they have the IP port. In the case of the transit reader, it has to be added. It's an accessory, and you can order it if you need it. This TCP/IP capability gives you the option to fully configure the reader through it and get information from the reader through this network connection. As far as basic access control security, the connections are very simple. You just need a power supply. We usually recommend 24-volt direct current power supplies for all our readers. In the case of the transit reader, it can also be powered directly from a 110-volt AC power line. Okay, and the M-Byte can actually be powered with a 12-volt power supply. This means that you can actually power this reader from the access control panel. Just check your power output of your panel before doing that. We've had some issues of some access panels, especially low-end access panels, where the power output for the readers is not exactly uh, what's needed, especially if you have 4 or 8 readers being powered by the panel. Okay. As far as the connections, data connections to the panel, it's regular Wiegand. That's mostly used still in here in the Americas, which means you need just 3 wires, 2 for data and 1 for your ground reference. Okay. If you're doing for OSDP, that's basically 485 communication. So you also need 3 wires, basically, 2 for data and 1 for the ground reference. The Lumo is the same. If you're going to connect Wiegand, just 3 wires and the power supply. The Lumo and the target reader can be powered using PoE plus network switches. Okay. If not, you can use a regular 24-volt direct current power supply for the Lumo also. All of our readers, as you've seen, can be used in different applications depending on the requirements of the customer or the type of vehicle that needs to be identified. If it's a heavy vehicle or an applications where you need a more robust and secure identification, you can use transit. If you need a more flexible vehicle identification with tags, we have UPass. If you don't want to have any tag in the vehicle, we have Lumos that just read the license plate. One invite is for people access, basically, but can be also used for any of the applications. Our solutions, as I said, are complementary, so you can have more than one interacting with the systems with the customer, from a customer, depending on the needs of the project and the needs of the customer. Basically, if you think about vehicle and people identification solutions, think about us, think about Nedap and our products. That will be your solution to your needs. Uh, if you need more information regarding our products, you can contact us. Here is our information, our emails and phone numbers. And if you have any questions, please, Karen, if you
I Yeah,
can help
I'm
me out
here.
with that.
Yeah, I'm checking our Q&A section. Guys, I didn't receive any question, but if you want to type it now, please do so. We still have a few minutes, or we can open your microphone and you can do it directly. Just let me know. You can use the raise your hand and you can ask any question you want right now. We will be, just to give you a few more minutes, we will be posting more dates for our series of trainings and webinars. We will let you know through our email blast for all Caribbean customers. So if you're interested and you want to stay tuned, please go to our website, silmarelectronics.com /events. You can see on the top banner, there's a little button. You can check the events and you can register for any series of training of your preference. Well, we didn't receive any question, Carlos. I think your explanation was very clear. Thank you so much for the
Great.
time that you dedicated this morning to us. And I want to thank all the attendees for coming this morning.
Thank you very much for your time. I hope you find our products useful for your customers' applications. And we would like to hear from you. Let us know what you think of our products. And Silmar is also here for to help you with with our solutions and any other need you have for vehicle and people identification. Thank you very much.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Carlos. Thank you, everyone. I hope you guys have a great day. Until the next time. Thank you. Bye bye.